Alright gamers, I've got some bad news. I accidentally deleted like the last 2 weeks of footage in my OBS folder, and pretty much everything that I've done for the last 2 weeks for this character is gone. I was in the middle of a Dawnbreaker and I got a notification saying that my storage was full, so I sorted it by date and just mass deleted a bunch of stuff, thinking I was deleting videos from the beginning of the War Within, but it turns out I pretty much deleted everything that was recent. Let me run through quickly what happened over the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to go ahead and start with gear. We are currently 637.2 item level. I ended up getting the best in slot chest piece from Bloodbound, which was really nice because of the high mastery on it. I also got the best in slot waist from Bloodbound as well. Belt is nice because of the haste. There is a better belt that you can get from a Mythic Plus, but that's just an RNG of the vault. I also crafted a 636 ring. I replaced the circle of bone because this ring simmed a little bit higher and it's higher item level as well. And finally, I ended up getting the empowered crystal from my vault. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for the gear update. Let's do IO update. So for IO, originally this episode was supposed to be from 3000 to 3200 IO, and as you can see, I'm at 3184, and that Dawnbreaker I think was the one that got me pretty close to 3200. The goal of this video now is to get to 3300. So we have two 15s on the board. We have the Arakara and the Dawnbreaker, which are pretty easy keys to time on a 15, and we have some low keys that are still on a 13, which will substantially boost our IO once we get those timed. I think that's it for the IO update. Next thing on my little notepad here is I also set up some macros and some glyphs. Went ahead and just set up a couple of mouse over macros and some say commands as well. So whenever I drop my cap totem, it just announces that I'm dropping it, and it's a mouse over as well. I did that for the Windrush totem and like Tremor totem, and pretty much everything that I have on here is now on mouse over. So it just saves one extra click, and on the higher keys, you want to be as efficient as possible, and this helps me do that. That's pretty much it for the macros that I set up. I made some small adjustments to the weak auras that I have. That's really nothing to talk about. I also went ahead and got some glyphs for the Enhancement Shaman. For those of you that don't know, glyphs are a thing in this game that changes the way that some of your abilities look like. Each class has their own glyphs for those class specific abilities. I ended up getting two. The first one that I got was something for the Ghost Wolf, and now it just looks like this instead of the stock Ghost Wolf. And then I also ended up getting the glyph for Ascendant, which basically transforms me into this Super Saiyan looking fella. I think this was pretty cool. This was actually very easy to get. You can't buy this one from the auction house. You have to go get it from your class hall in Legion. Wildhead said it was going to take about 2 hours to go through all the quest lines, but I think it took me roughly like 10 to 15 minutes to get it, and it was well worth it. And finally, I ended up getting some Mog for this character. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have been doing just like a standard RPG loot color scheme. On the last episode, we went from green to blue in terms of like the IO, and on this episode, we're going to go from blue to purple. I'm pretty happy with it. This is a combination of a couple of different sets. Really, I think it's just 2 sets. And then I also got these like purple bubble hammers. I'm not super sold on the hammers, but I think this looks cool. My favorite part's the cloak, the shoulders, and really the helmet. It just kind of puts it all together. I think that's pretty much the update of what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks on this character. I've gotten better at playing the Enhancement Shaman. I was messing up my Ascendance windows. I wasn't using a Tempest before my Ascendancy and then one right after, which was really just breaking my damage. I got some of that stuff figured out. I was gonna go do this whole bit with me going crazy watching the tomato head fella, but obviously that didn't work out. If you're wanting to learn Enhancement Shaman, I highly recommend for you guys to check out Zorthus. Everything that I got up until this point, from understanding the class to weak auras to which gear to get to what stats to have, I got it all from his videos, and I'll link him in the description. Enough of the update. I think it's time for for us to slam some keys. I've been trying to get into keys, and I will say as the season has progressed, there are less and less keys out here. I'm playing on a Saturday, 4 p.m., which is just a pretty good time, 14 to 16, and there are only 8 keys up. The season is coming to an end. I might have started this character a little bit too late. I think I'll be very happy if I got him to 3,300. We finally got a first key of the day, and that's a 14 Siege of Borealis. Should be a quick in and out. We have triple pally combo, so we have to do 2 invis pot skips, which just is terrible. I hate using invis pots, but it is what it is. Never mind. The healer just left. Hopefully we can find a priest so I don't have to save my pot twice. We ended up finding a priest. Hopefully we can get this key started and get our first timed key on the board. We skipped the pat. We're back, baby. Not even a warm-up key. Oh, this boss is about to get cranked as soon as I get my cooldowns here. Let's go. Oh, we have 7 wolves up. Oh my, it's over for this boss. Bang, see you later, buddy. Oh my god, everything is evaporating. There we go. Cannon fired. Okay, that's a weird totem, I guess. I don't know what happened there. I wonder if you can die in that. Doesn't matter. 14 siege in the bag, 31.95. I think a Super Bowl commercial every like minute is multiple millions of dollars. Oh my. 5.4 million damage. Fellas, I think we're on to something here. We are demolishing this key. 3.57 on the overall. I'm just so hyped because I was struggling with this class for the longest time, and then now like I feel like I'm picking it up. Oh, this frog is also getting cooked. Second boss down. We just got one more boss left, and we'll time the key. Let's walk in and get it done. There we go. Last boss down. We just need 6% more, and we'll time our, what is that, our third 15. Nice. As a group is very, very solid. Oh, there we go. And we are 3210. 3200 on the Enhancement Shaman. That is awesome. Oh, I got aggro. That's unfortunate. Oh, percent. Oh, we didn't get the percent. Wait, something on the bombing run didn't count. Oh, that sucks. All right. We timed it. Someone died at the end, but we did it. That's the most important part. We got the 13 IO for this. This was very messy. That was our 4th 15. I think we just need 4 more 15s, and we should be able to get to 3,300. Yeah, I think this is the worst Necrotic Quake I've ever done this entire season. So that puts us at 3252. So we just need 48 more IO. It's reset day. We also got the announcement for next season. So we only have 2 weeks left to get some IO. First, let's open up the vault. Hopefully we get something good. Okay. This all looks like shit. Okay, no. Oh, no. We get 6 Algari tokens. Perfect. So we'll need to get these keys all the way up to 15, and then maybe time 116, and that should be enough to get to 3,300. That was the last mini boss. That's the second boss down in this dungeon. We're on very, very good pace, and now we're making our way to the 3rd boss. That's the 3rd boss down. All right, 5 minutes to kill the last boss. I think we got it. Nice. 17 points. That brings us up to 3272. And that's another brick. Tank goes down here. I tried to use Earth Ellie, but that's down. And we get the tank up, actually. Nope, that's it. And we're bricked. I ended up dying on the last boss. It was so tragic. This was a 16 miss. Very, very timeable. But I believe we mistime it by about, what was that, 12 seconds? So I definitely bricked that key. And that is just so upsetting. I hate when that happens. Then I got into a 15 stone vault. This was the worst stone vault I've ever had on the Enhancement Shaman. I have no idea what happened. I did die in one of my ascendancies, but just my damage was just terrible the entire key. You know, whatever. It happens, I guess. Then we got into the string of, I don't know, like 12 Grim Battles in a row. I believe this one, the mage just didn't take decurse. We just couldn't decurse the stuff fast enough. I don't know. And then we got into another Grim Battle. This was a 15. It was going so well. We have 10 plus minutes. This boss is at like 84%. We're cruising along. I even type in the chat, please play safe. We're big vibing. Here comes the big knockback. And I can't believe it. The mage blinks right back into the elemental and dies. So then I crashed out a little bit. I think other people in the group crashed out as well. In the time, it's very frustrating, but you know, looking back at it now, people do make mistakes. It just is what it is. I thought that was the key that was going to set me free, but no, it was actually the key that broke my mental. Well, it's February the 18th. This is the last reset, the last vault on the Enhancement Shaman before I am completely done with this character until next season. Let's go ahead and open it just for fun, just for the endorphins. Let's see if we get anything good. Okay, so we got the helmet with a socket. We got legs with speed on myth track. That's actually pretty good. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and pick up the legs with the speed on it. I'm going to upgrade these real quick, and our shaman is finished. So we ended up with the character being at 638 item level, and we are sitting at 3288 IO. I think that's pretty good. I believe I've played this character for somewhere around 5 or 6 weeks. I'm pretty proud of myself for picking up a new class that I've never played before. It seemed to have like a very steep learning curve. I think I did decent for the amount of time I invested. I did a total of 58 keys on this character. With enough time, I believe I could have refined some of my skills, definitely pushed a lot higher, but with the new season coming out in like 2 weeks, it's just not worth it for me to invest any more time into this. With that, I'm going to end the episode. Thank you for watching this kind of experimental series of mine on Enhancement Shaman. This was very fun to make. I appreciate all of the support, and if you guys want to, feel free to like and subscribe. We're going to have more videos coming out in season 2. I'm really excited. I can't wait. Hopefully the raid is a lot of fun, and hopefully Windwalker is in a good spot too.